control. My first question, how do you see this latest escalation coming in from China, and are we at a point of no return?
It is obviously another provocative action that has taken place, quite well planned, I would say, because the manner in which they brought in additional forces in that particular area, and then they surreptitiously tried to enter into our territory, what we claim to be our territory, at 3 a.m. in the morning. And considering that there have been talks going on at the diplomatic level as well as at the military level for Eastern Ladakh, there has been some de-escalation there. But this new incident, which I'm saying that it has been planned, and it is quite provocative action. So I don't see anything improving along the line of actual control between India and China, and our face-to-face situation that is there. Earlier, it was more on the western side, but now seeing this incident, it has also come to the eastern side. And we have to remain alert, and we have to respond as it has been done this time. And I'm sure the armed forces, the army in particular, they are quite well prepared to take on such incidents if they happen again.
Right. General Malik, the army was able to repel the advance of around 300 troops. Do you feel China once underestimated India's capabilities and now it has to reassess, namely in sensitive areas like Tawang?
I think so. The fact is that after the incidents that took place 2.5 years ago in Eastern Ladakh and some other places also, the Indian Army has strengthened its positions all along the line of actual control. That is how at Yangtse also the commander was able to muster additional troops and respond to the situation properly. And I think the Chinese must realize now that along all the fronts, the Indian Army is quite alert and armed forces are quite prepared to take them on in case they carry on such intrusive activities. I think it's high time for them to realize that it's not going to be an easy walk into our territory as they probably have been thinking till now.
Right. General Malik, when it comes to India's preparedness at the LAC, what are the sea changes that you see since your tenure as Army Chief?
Well, I would say there is a totally different situation. At that time, we only were trying to dissuade people, and we carried out selective patrolling as we had some strength along the certain areas. I must also tell you here that during Kargil War, the Chinese at this very place, they made an effort to intrude in our territory. And they came in large number in the month of July 99. And the confrontation carried on till end of September. But ultimately, end of September, they had to withdraw. So there, at that time, we were defending selective points. But today, the situation is that we are now defending all of the LAC. And we have much better weapon system, much greater deployment. There is much better surveillance. So along the line of actual control, I think we have the same kind of capability, if not slightly better, as far as the Chinese, as far as this border is concerned.
Right. My final question, General Malik, with multiple pressure points at the LAC, External Affairs Minister Jaishankar saying our ties with China are not normal anymore, which is quite a measured statement. Multiple Corps Commander level talks with little headway, and now these skirmishes. Is this the new normal, and what should be our strategy going forward?
I think we'll have to accept this as a new normal because the Chinese are not prepared to mark the line of actual control on the maps. They want to keep it vague. So apparently this is a very deliberate decision that they have taken, and with such a situation along the line of actual control, when it is not marked on the map, such incidents can take place. And these are provocative action. Sometimes they can even escalate. One has to be prepared for that. So both at the tactical level as well as at the strategic level, I think we have to be prepared to take them on if they dare to intrude in our territory. But as I said, if they are thinking of 1962, high time that they forgot about it. And this new normal of being strong on the line of actual control, even when we are face to face with the PLA, I think we'll have to accept that for many years.
Right. It's not the same India of 1962. Thank you, General Malik, for sharing your perspective on the situation at the line of actual control.